My son wouldn't wear the watch. It was Christmas morning, wrapping paper still scattered across the carpet, when my wife clasped the leather strap around his small wrist and whispered, "Now you'll always think of me." He smiled. But it wasn't real. That night, when I went to tuck him in, I saw the watch on his desk. He had taken it off, carefully, as if it burned. I asked him why. His voice dropped into a whisper. "You'll understand once you check under it." He turned his face away. I didn't sleep. At midnight I picked it up. The leather was soft, warm from his skin. I turned it over, expecting, I don't know what. And then I saw it. A thin compartment. A sliver of hidden metal. Etched with letters I knew, but not from him. Not from me. I sat in the dark, the hum of the house pressing in, staring at the proof I wasn't supposed to find. Something had already begun unraveling. It wasn't the engraving itself that broke me, it was the name. 3 letters, carved into the steel. Not mine. I turned the watch in my hand over and over, convincing myself I was mistaken. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe it was a brand, a mark, a coincidence. But it wasn't. The initials belonged to a man I knew. Too well. Her colleague. The one she claimed was just a friend. I remembered the way she laughed when his name appeared on her phone. The way her voice shifted. Softer. Lighter. I had told myself it was harmless. I had told myself I was paranoid. But the watch. The gift. Our son's rejection of it. Children don't lie without reason. When I looked into his eyes the next morning, I saw it. The quiet knowledge that something was wrong. Something he didn't want to say aloud. My wife kissed me in the kitchen as if nothing had happened. Her lips lingered, sweet, practiced. I let her. Inside, my chest was tightening, pulling inward, strangling me. I smiled back, but my silence was already sharpening into a weapon. I became an observer. Every glance, every message, every late night at work, filed away, memorized. She didn't notice. She thought routine made her invisible. It didn't. I found his number in her phone records, repeated, at midnight, at dawn, 10 minutes, 40 minutes, hours. I scrolled without breathing. I ordered a DNA test, quietly. A simple swab from my son while he brushed his teeth. He laughed, thought it was a game. I kissed the top of his head and told him I loved him. Then I sealed the envelope with steady hands. At dinner, she asked about my day. I said nothing unusual. She smiled, sipping her wine, her eyes soft in the lamplight. To anyone else, she was perfect. To me, she was becoming a stranger sitting across my table. I waited. Days turned into weeks. My life was measured by her absence, by the ping of my phone, by the weight of an envelope that had not yet arrived. But when it did, I already knew what I'd find. The report came in a plain white envelope, clinical, cold. I read it once, then again. The words didn't change. Probability of paternity, 0. My hands were steady. My chest was not. A storm swirled beneath my calm surface, but my face betrayed nothing. That night, I placed the report on the table beside her dinner plate. She laughed at first, confused. Then she read. Her face drained. "Wait, no, it's wrong, it has to be." Her words spilled, frantic, broken. I didn't move. She reached for me. I pulled my hand away. Silence became my ally. Each second widened the distance between us until she collapsed into it, drowning in her own excuses. I watched her unravel, piece by piece, cold, detached, exactly as she had made me. I didn't shout, I didn't curse, I only slid the watch across the table toward her. She froze. Her eyes flicked to it, then to me, then back again. She knew I knew. The initials, the gift, the man. Her lips trembled. "Please, don't." but there was nothing left to beg for. I leaned back, folding my arms. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want you. The words landed like a blade, slow, precise. Her tears came fast, hot, desperate. She reached across the table, but the space between us was a chasm she could never cross again. I stood, and for the first time she looked small, weak, destroyed by the quiet truth I no longer needed to hide. I packed nothing that night. I didn't need to. My son was asleep, breathing steady, innocent in ways I never would be again. I kissed his forehead, whispering nothing, because words were no longer enough. When I stepped outside, the night air cut through me, sharp and clean. Behind me, the house was silent, except for the faint sound of her sobbing. I felt no pity, no regret, only clarity. She had built her lie carefully, but it collapsed with a single turn of a watch. As I walked away, I realized something final. The man I was before, the one who trusted, who loved blindly, was gone. And in his place stood someone she could never touch again. Someone who had seen the truth and walked away, colder, sharper, free.